The world keeping access to its money from Russia.
Dollars, euros, pounds, and yen.
As the shelling in Ukraine escalates. A court deciding 3 other officers share in the blame of George Floyd's death. And last call on Miami Beach is moving up by 3 hours, just in time for spring breakers to arrive. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Good morning, South Florida. I'm Anya Joseph. Today's Friday, February 25th, 2022.
From the South Florida Media Network's Biscayne Bay Studios in North Miami, this is SFMN Newsbreak.
A show of support for Ukraine right here in South Florida. This is video from last night where dozens of people in Hallandale Beach gathered to rally for the people of Ukraine. It's a story of martyrs and money as Russia continues to shell Ukraine, the world's only response to attack Russia's finances. President Biden yesterday unleashed several more crushing sanctions against Russia. The president saying they're designed to maximize the long-term impact on Russia and minimize the impact to the U.S. and its allies.
We will limit Russia's ability to do business in dollars, euros, pounds, and yen to be part of the global economy.
The continued bombing of Ukraine is also causing a refugee crisis. Men who are old enough to be drafted into the military are not being allowed to leave, but women and children are flooding into Poland and other nearby countries. And we have breaking news on the Supreme Court, and this story has a strong tie to South Florida. Several news organizations, including NBC News and CNN, are reporting that President Biden nominated Ketanji Brown Jackson to the Supreme Court. Judge Brown Jackson graduated from Palmetto High School in Pinecrest. Once confirmed, she would be the first black woman to ever serve on the high court. 3 former Minneapolis police officers are behind bars this morning, found guilty in federal court of violating the civil rights of the late George Floyd. Jurors deciding that Tu Tao, J. Alexander King, and Thomas Lane showed indifference to Floyd's medical needs. 2 of those officers face a second conviction for failing to stop Derek Chauvin from kneeling on Floyd's neck back in May 25, 2020. After chaos in Canada, the idea of a big rig blockade is heading here to the U.S. Reporter Eugenia Sherden from our D.C. Bureau has more on the planned protest there.
Inspired by the Canadian convoy, a group of truckers with far-right links called the People's Convoy are on their way here to Washington, D.C. to do the same. On Wednesday, more than 24 trucks departed from California to an 11-day journey to D.C. Organizer Mike Landis hoped to depart from Adelanto Stadium along with 1,000 other trucks.
You may be wondering why we're doing this, okay? For me personally, it's about our freedoms as Americans.
The group plans to stop in various states and expects more truckers and other supporters to join them along the way. Another smaller convoy from Pennsylvania had a rough start on Wednesday when organizer Bob Willis reported that his truck had a flat tire. However, his delay did not stop Willis to head to the Capitol.
We're taking our country back. Without our trucks, you have nothing. Because if a truck doesn't bring it, they're not going to get it. If a truck doesn't haul out of the ports, you're not going to get your containers off the ships.
As more states lift their COVID restrictions due to the decline of Omicron infections, the groups still insist for the American government to drop all pandemic-related mandates. The People's Convoy is expected to arrive to the D.C. Beltway on March 5th. Other convoys are set to arrive sooner by the time of President Biden's State of Union.
We're just trying to be informative people. It's a peaceful protest, which we have a damn right in this country to do, okay? And we don't want to be harassed. We're not harassing anybody else.
The Pentagon released a statement with the approval of sending 700 National Guard troops to help with traffic control. This is Eugenia Schrading reporting from the South Florida Media Network.
Last call on Miami Beach Miami Beach will be a lot earlier this spring break season. In a vote earlier this week, city commissioners agreed to stop alcohol sales in South Beach at 2 a.m. instead of the usual 5 a.m. That starts Monday, March 7th and extends through March 21st. FIU spring break ends March 6th. An exciting weekend ahead for soccer fans. The 27th season of MLS is about to begin, and as the network's Christian Arteaga reports, here in South Florida, Inter Miami is pursuing the first title for the new franchise.
MLS is back, and fans around the city are excited about the start of a new season for Inter Miami.
Extremely excited. We went to the training session that they had. My son had a blast, and we met the team. I think they're going to go really far.
The excitement not only comes because of the beginning of the tournament, but also because of the new signings.
Amazing. Young kids, I think they're going to make it. They're going to make a difference. And the experienced guys like Higuain, it's going to be a great team.
After 2 difficult seasons, Inter Miami fans have really high expectations for the team this year.
Hopefully they can make the playoff, they can get on the top of the league, so that way, the people from Miami can enjoy it.
Inter Miami will make their home and season debut this Saturday at 6 p.m. against Chicago Fire FC. For South Florida Media Network, Christian Arteaga.
The MLB lockout could be a big economic impact on spring training cities in Florida and Arizona. That's still ahead, and so is this story.
It's an event for everybody, and we welcome everybody.
Fans of sci-fi, fantasy, and pop culture are about to gather here in Miami. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
If you love me enough to tolerate my perfect little pets in all their glorious dander, then of course you'll visit nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure I'm in the right car seat.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere, and just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
The annual Super Fan Con is back. Oh wait, no. For the fans, a convention here in South Florida now just days away. The annual Super Fan Con is back and its third year here in Miami. As the network's Jessica Acosta reports, the event connects fans to collectibles, action figures, gaming, contests, autographed memorabilia, and more.
Attention all comic fans, today's the day to be excited because Miami's bringing back its third annual Super Fan Con. The third annual Super Fan Con is a convention held here in the heart of Miami, where fans can come across comic books, collectibles, action figures, autographed memorabilia, and much more.
I actually went to New York Comic Con with my son and family, and my son was 5 at the time, and he says, hey, I really want to do this. And I said, you want to do one on your own? And he's like, yeah, I want to do one when we get back to Miami. I said, right, let's do it.
This community event not only gives you the opportunity to engage with others, but encourages people to dress up by setting up cosplay contests, giveaways, and photo opportunities.
It's an event that we put on as a family for everybody. We welcome everybody, all types of fandoms, whatever you like, whether it be comic books, collectibles, action figures, cosplay, anything, right? It's an event for everybody, and we welcome everybody.
The third annual event will be held at the Miami Airport Marriott and will consist of 2 showrooms, one dedicated to vendors and the other one to the panels. The event will be held from March 5th through the 6th. If you're looking for something fun to do during the spring break, definitely pay a visit to the Super Fan Con. And a bonus is that all FIU students get a special discount code. I'm Jessica Costa for the South Florida Media Network.
Business owners and stadium workers in the spring training cities of Florida and Arizona are bracing for a major economic impact this morning. Yesterday marked the 4th consecutive day of bargaining between Major League Baseball and the MLB Players Association. League officials say opening day will be delayed and regular season games will be canceled if there's no deal by Monday. That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Anya Joseph. Newsbreak is taking a spring break and we will see you on March 7th. In the meantime, get more news at anytime at sfmn.fiu.edu.